Hello everybody, today we're doing a video for GTA Car Kits in a 2023 Tesla Model Y, and today we're going to show you how to install our swivel bracket on this particular car. And it's already installed on this car, so as you can see now you can tilt this screen both side to side and top to bottom, and this allows you full functionality of the screen, so it's easier for the driver when they're driving. It's easier to see the screen, or if your passenger wants to input some inputs into the screen, it's easier for them also. And this is a great addition for this car, and now we're going to show you how to install it. Before we begin the installation, we're going to show you what you get inside the kit. So first we'll show you all the tools. These are the tools that come with the kit. You have your Torx keys, you have your Allen key, you have some extra bolts, a Phillips screwdriver, and this is kind of a panel removal tool. And of course this is the main bracket right here that lets you swivel. And these are the plastic pieces to cover everything, and it makes it look like original. So if somebody looks from the side of the screen, it will all look OEM. So now we'll begin the installation, and the first thing you're gonna do is shut off the screen. So you're gonna go to car settings, and there's two ways to do it. You either can set the screen to cleaning mode, or you can go to safety, scroll all the way down and just press power off. And when it's off, for it not to turn on, you cannot touch the screen. You can only grab it by the sides and these small edges. Try to keep it off. It's not the worst thing if it turns on, but it's best for it to be off. And now we'll use this tool, and underneath we'll start the installation. So this is the cover that we're going to remove, and this is the tool. And there's a small opening right there, and you have to stick this tool all the way in the corner and press it towards the corner. Use your both hands and just like that pop it down. So we've been putting it right here, and we're just pulling it down. Now we will use the Phillips screwdriver that came in the kit, and we will use it in order to press this small clip right there in order to disconnect this connection. There you go. And as you can see, this is the clip that I was pressing. So now we need to remove two 10mm bolts underneath the screen, and this is the tool that comes with our kit. You can remove it with that, there's no issue, but if you have a 10mm socket with an extension, it kind of makes it easier and faster. So that's what we're going to use. So you have to set it to be counterclockwise, and the 10mm bolts are right here. There's one right there and one over there. So we will use our tool. With the bolts removed, now we can carefully grab the screen. We're gonna kind of tilt it side to side, and now over here we can start to disassemble the original bracket, and it's held on two Torx. If you're gonna look inside, there's one right here and one over there, and we'll use the tool that came with the kit, and we'll start removing them. So these are the two Torx that we're gonna remove, and you have to do them counterclockwise the same way as other bolts. This way we can remove the cover in order to get the connection for the video signal at the back of the screen, because we have to disconnect it. So you will lift the screen, you will move the plastic cover down, and this is the connection that we have to disconnect from the back of the screen. First you have to remove this white cover that covers the connection, and to do that you will press on this clip as hard as you can, and that will release it, and then you can just slide it down over. And then here there's another clip that actually holds the screen connection for the video signal. So this is the clip that I was just pressing, and once you press it, just carefully remove it. So now we will start installing our swivel mount. So this is the actual mount, and you will place it inside the original mounting points, and we'll go this way. And to know that it went in the right way, you're gonna have these holes right here. We'll use our original 10mm bolts, and that's what we're gonna use to secure it in place. So right now I'm turning it clockwise to tighten, and we will use the tool that came with our kit. And then to tighten this side, you will actually have to turn the bracket, and then you're able to tighten it. So next we have to install this plastic cover that will cover the swivel bracket, and in order to fit it you actually have to grab the bracket and turn it this way. You will feed the two cables into the opening, start fitting in this bracket. Once it's almost all the way in, you will turn the bracket, which will let you clip this cover on. So now you can take these two small Phillips bolts and we will use them in order to secure our plastic cover. So now we will take this original panel and this original sensor and we will unscrew it from the original panel using the Torx that came with our kit, because we will have to transfer it over to a cover piece that came with our kit. So you'll still use the original bolts and of course the original sensor, and if you have 2019 to 2020 model you would be using this cover, but this is a cover for 2021 to 2023 models, and this card being a 23, that's the one we're going to use. So you will place it, make sure that it lines up with the holes. You will reinstall original bolts. Now we can take the original connection and plug it back in, and here you will see that these prongs are sticking out, so these ones will have to go towards the front of the car, and you will start from here and you can kind of slide it down in order to lock it in place. So you start like that and then you just slide it down and you will leave it like that. So now we have our screen back, and this is the last cover that you have to install. So first we will just slide it over the harness, because that way it's not in the way for us to plug the cables back in. So we'll take the video cable and plug it back in the back of the screen, and then you will push the white cover on it. At this point you can take this plastic cover, place it like that, make sure it lines up with the two holes, and now we're going to reinstall the two original Torx bolts right there. Now with everything assembled and the cover secured, we can finally put and mount our screen onto our swivel mount. When you're putting on the screen, this mount has to go into this opening, so we'll carefully put it onto our metal bracket. So now the last thing that we're going to do is use these two bolts that came with the kit and our Allen key, and we're going to use these two bolts underneath the screen, and we're going to secure the screen to our mounting bracket. So now underneath you just take these bolts, make sure that they line up with the holes, and you can start securing them in place. So now that the screen is installed, you might experience that there might be music playing and stuff, but the screen is actually not working. So what you're going to do is press and hold these two buttons on the steering wheel in order to reset the whole Tesla system. So you're going to be pressing and holding, and the screen just goes fully black, and now it should start and it should start working again. So as you can see, the screen has rebooted, and now you can start enjoying your new mount that you installed. So we're going to demonstrate. So as you can see, the screen can tilt forward, backwards, and it's a great addition to this particular car. So again, this was a video for GTA Car Kits and a 2023 Model Y. I hope you liked the video, and we'll see you next time.